this weekend here at the Big M. Interesting note, and as we look at the field of 10 for our last Crown event of the weekend, the open pace, look at the stallions represented. The now deceased late great Some Beach Somewhere represented with 5 starters in the field. His son, Captain Treacherous, represented by 4. And who would think the lone stallion outside of those 2 to be represented here? None other than Rockin Amadeus and Ocean Rock. And this guy comes in with a very impressive resume for Team Noble.
Yeah, just over 360,000 last year, just shy of 400,000 this year. Came up here to the East Coast, actually, to race for trainer Nancy Tactor, and things were just not going her way. So the Nobles took the horse back. Won 3 straight before that 5th place effort in the Alarage. And the Alarage, they won't be going 46-4 this afternoon. But that was a really, really big effort in the Alarage by Allywag Hanover, who draws post number 8, currently your 1-2 betting choice.
Quick thought on Ocean Rock. Here's another one that I'm sure you've seen race in person quite a few times. How does he stack up here?
You know, Ocean Rock is a really, really talented gelding by Rockin Amadeus. He has grown up really well in the Ohio program, which, as you know, Greg, is growing every single year. So, you know, was just okay in the Alarage and has been defeating some really nice horses at Dayton, went to Hoosier Park and won the Hoosier Park Pacing Derby in 149. He's got a legitimate chance here at bigger odds as well. I think this is a much more competitive field than the odds board is showing. 3-5 on the 8 Allywag is, like I said, it's kind of tough to accept.
Well, one thing about it, it's a tricky starting spot, and he's going to have to earn it here. They're not going to hand him anything, and it should be a good one. The starting gate is rolling. Our final Breeders' Crown event for 2021. The big guns in the open pace for $600,000. One more time upstairs to Ken Orkington.
Hanover back at the Big M. The Breeders' Crown final open pace presented by Boehringer-Ingelheim for $600,000. Race 11 starts the late pick 3. Here they come. On the Roth, Cattle Wash is eager to fire out of there. Ocean Rock alongside with Allywag Hanover. Those 3 with This Is the Plan outsprinted in 4th position. Warwe Vital on the inside. 5th is Working on a Mystery, is cutting the corners. 6 on Anavant. 7th on the outside. Then comes Nicholas Beach at the back with Catch the Fire and Ruthless Hanover 2 wide at the quarter. And it's now Ocean Rock and Dan Noble. Ambitious early. Here comes Allywag Hanover and Todd McCarthy. 25-4 toward opening fraction. Cattle Wash is 3rd on the inside. Warwe Vital is under a tight rein in 4th position. This Is the Plan wrangled back in 5th, and Working on a Mystery is 6th. So Enavant looks to go up 7th on the outside and follow some live cover, followed by Nicholas Beach, then Catch the Fire and Ruthless Hanover still last. Halfway home, Allywag Hanover, the big favorite here, 2-5, and hits the half in 53-2. It's Allywag Hanover, carves it out with Ocean Rock and Dan Noble. Big long shot right there in 2nd, onto the far turn. Cattle Wash is gapped in 3rd. Warwe Vital 4th on the inside. This Is the Plan needs to get going from 5th. Ruthless Hanover saving ground 6th, then Working on a Mystery on the outside 7th, followed by Anavant and Catch the Fire and Nicholas Beach. Passing 3/4 Allywag Hanover on a mission. Ocean Rock 2nd, 1:21-2 for 3/4. Allywag Hanover flaunting his speed today, ripping out of the pocket. Ocean Rock is upset-minded, and Dan Noble on the outside trying to size up the champion Allywag Hanover. Then it's Cattle Wash in 3rd. It's Ocean Rock on the outside. Allywag Hanover on the inside. Good slugfest to the wire. Ocean Rock, final move from Cattle Wash. Ocean Rock with the Breeders' Crown shocker. Then close, Cattle Wash or Allywag Hanover. Then way out wide, Anavant. Ocean Rock was 16-1 on the board. 148-3.
And wow, we just did not see that one coming. Ocean Rock put into play and able to follow, and we were marveling that he was sticking with Allywag Hanover. I don't think either one of us expected that he could actually go by, but you knew at about halfway down the home stretch that he was going to get there. The only one really to worry about with 100 feet to go was Cattle Wash, who found his 2nd win and made it a really entertaining 3 across finish at the end.
Dan Noble, his Breeders' Crown debut is a winning one with Ocean Rock, and I just have one thing to say: OHIO. We're thankful that we have horses like this in Ohio. But Dan Noble, the son of late Ohio Hall of Famer Chip Noble III, scores a Breeders' Crown victory in his first try. Amazing.
Yeah, it is really a Cinderella story, and this will go down as one of the highlights and the best storylines, I think, from Breeders' Crown Weekend 2021. This is a legitimate horse. 2 back, he won the Dayton Derby, and he dominated the likes of This Is the Plan, and horses of that ilk. Nicholas Beach in that event in 148 over the 5/8 mile oval. Got caught up in some tremendous speed at Lexington, a half in 51 3. Went down to 3/4 in 119 1. Only beaten 4 lengths there. So, it's easy to look after the fact and certainly not be as shocked as we were at the time we were watching that unfold. But Allywag Hanover, you called it, Mike. In such great form coming in. He raced very well again today, but it just simply wasn't quite good enough to win.
The one thing about wagering is you have to find the weakness in the betting public and play it, right? And so at 2 to 5, you just couldn't accept, as we see husband and wife, Christi Noble and Dan Noble, embrace there. You just have to find the weakness, and 2 to 5 just wasn't it for me. Catawash is crazy at 9 to 1. As good as he was in the elimination last week, 9 to 1 is a crazy price, and he almost was a winner here against Ocean Rock.
So going to be some nice mutual returns here as well, as Allywag Hanover has to settle for third. Onavant going to round out your top 4 as he picks up a nice check as well for his connections. 148 3. Congratulations to Team Noble. Ocean Rock with the Breeders' Crown shocker. Ocean Rock, one of the dominant horses from Ohio last year. He went 6 for 10, missed the board only 1 time. In his 3-year-old season, he paced in 148 4 at Scioto on the 5/8 mile oval there. This season, very similar overall record. Lowered his mark to 148 in winning the Dayton Derby, which really set him up well in hindsight for a race like this. And boy, he cleaned out the carbon last time in Lexington, and I think a testament to the quality of the horse. That was a rugged trip, and to be able to bounce back and do what he did today really bodes well for this horse and his ability to compete with the very best.
Yeah, he won 4 straight leading up to that effort. It's not often you see a horse win 4 straight, then bounce and come right back and win, especially against a talented group like this. But Dan and Christi Noble, I had this horse revved up and ready to go, and husband and wife team, it's a family affair, just like we saw a little bit ago with Sarah Svanstead and Aki Svanstead. So a family affair coming from the state of Ohio.
Well, you would know them pretty well,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Who does all the work?
I'd be remiss if I didn't. Listen, well, you're putting me on the spot, but I'm married like Danny is, so we'd say happy wife, happy life. So I'd say Christi, probably.
Yeah, and I don't doubt that that's probably how it is, but I'm sure, it is a real team effort. And Dan Noble, again, not a guy we see on the Breeders' Crown stage. We likely will now going forward. But if you watch racing in Ohio on a regular basis, he's one of the top dogs there.
And patient was the key in this race. He could have, when they got to the half at 53 2, he just sort of bided his time, kind of sat back off the pace, and then just revved up in the stretch. And they just had a little baby this year, so congratulations to them. All smiles. They're going to be keyed up all the way home, I think. This is an amazing.
You can see the emotion there on their faces, and there's one for the little guy, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
You see the familiar faces here, winning these races each and every year. So we're seeing some newcomers getting to hoist the Breeders' Crown Trophy. Big congratulations again, and a nice way to end it in terms of wagering here, and especially for those who backed Ocean Rock. The payoffs are very impressive. $34.80, the win ticket return with Cattle Wash in the runner-up position. Allywag Hanover, Onavant rounding out your top 4 there. The 7.5 exacted, $277.40. The 50-cent try at over $284. Decent pick 3 return there as well. 50 center just shy of $80, and your 10-cent super 274 and change. Ocean Rock getting it done. What kind of celebration is going to be going on in Ohio racing circles tonight?
Good question. You know, something else to note about Ocean Rock is a homebred. The owner, Sandra Burnett, also bred Ocean Rock. So, you know, it means a little bit more, right? It means something when you win the Breeders' Crown, but it also means a little bit more, I think, anyway. When you breed the horse, you sort of raise them from a yearling all the way up to a 2-year-old and whatnot. But Gabe Pruitt said they buy with the Jubilant
Again, I know you guys as a team made the decision to take the bye into this week. What went into that?
Yeah, you know, we figured we better just take the bye. That way he had one easy week going into it. He's a lot better off of a 2-week layoff, and we were just hoping that would work out.
Very fresh today. No, the fractions were taxing, 25-4, 53-2, not quite 51 and change like in Lexington. Were you still confident? He seemed to have so much horse. He was right up on the bit in the pocket.
Yeah, you know, I was very happy with the position I was in. It was very good, and I had a lot of pace there. I just trying not to be anxious there to move early.
Tough target on the front when you're returning for home. Confident you could get by him. Plus, you had a host of closers moving it as well.
Yeah, you know, they're all great horses, and it's tough to get by, you know, good horses. And, of course, he's a good horse.
He is a very good horse. And congratulations, biggest win of your career. How's it feel?
Feels good.
All right, and Christi, talk to us about Ocean Rock. He's been a pleasure all season long. He's really proven that he can step up and star on the big stage as well.
Yes, he has, and I'm glad that we finally got this opportunity this year, since we didn't get so much of it as a 2- and 3-year-old, that he can really go to these big dances and be competitive.
Yeah, and it looked like you had the entire state. Anybody that's ever driven through Ohio, I think, was here in the winner's circle to celebrate with you guys.
Yes, that's great that we had a lot of support from back home, and the owners were here, and it was just fantastic.
And what's up next?
Maybe the TVG, maybe in the field.
All right, we'll see what's up next moving forward. Hopefully, we'll see him back here at the TVG. That's the story here for the final Breeders' Crown Championship here on Championship Saturday at the Meadowlands.